What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video. This is obviously different than my usual videos. This is just going to be a sit-down video talking about my new training program, about the Juggernaut AI training systems, which is what I'm using. I'm using the AI coaching. I kind of want to give you guys my first impressions as a novice powerlifter, my kind of thoughts on everything, and show you guys what it looks like. So, as you guys know, I've ran two programs before this, two prior programs. Neither of them were customized for me. I've never had a coach or anything. And I stumbled across Juggernaut, and I stumbled across the whole AI coaching thing. And I was like, oh, this seems really cool. I started looking into it. I watched a couple videos. So I decided to give it a shot because, as you guys know, I'm obviously in prep for a powerlifting meet. So with that being said, I really wanted to hire a coach, but I just did not have the money for that. They are extremely expensive. They're like $300 a month, $400 a month, depending on who it is. I don't even know how much Joey Flex charges, but I don't even want to think about it. But I'm going to show you guys on my phone, so it's going to be a little bit difficult just because I can't actually get a screen recording software to work for my PC. But when you download the program, actually when you first sign up, they send you an email with a questionnaire. You fill out the questionnaire, it asks about, you know, your weak points and so like kind of like your stance on everything. So do you have a wide squat, a narrow squat, do you sumo, do you conventional, do you have a wide grip bench, a narrow grip bench, a medium grip bench, things like that. Then they also ask you what kind of things you have access to. Do you have access to a safety squat bar, a duffalo bar, a belt squat, things like that. So it knows what's the program for your accessory work. Now, they have AI coaching for, I think, everything on their website. I know they have it for power building, and I know they have it for powerlifting. I'm doing the powerlifting one because, like I said, I'm going into a meet. I figured this was the best option. It also asks you if you have any injuries, if you've previously competed, I think was one of them. And it also asks if you're going to be like in a caloric surplus, caloric deficit. So those are all things that this system takes into an effect, and it's actually truly freaking amazing. So after you fill that out, a couple days later, you get an email with the program. It's a Google Excel document, not Google Excel. It's an Excel document, and it has a couple of different things. So off the top of my head, I don't pay much attention to this part, but this is like the dashboard. It kind of gives you an overview of things like that. So, you know, it tells me my maxes on everything, which a 425 squat, a 285 bench, a 425 deadlift. It shows me when I started and when my meet date is. It says my weakness, which is a week back because, you know, injury. It tells me how long my cycle length is. It tells me my periodization style, which is actually linear. I don't know all the termination. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know everything to a T. I'm not like super like smart on all this, I guess you could say, on all this training things. Like I've tried to do some research and read more into it, but it has a bunch of different things on the dashboard, and then it has different tabs. So as you guys can see right there, I'm under cycle 1. So this is my first 4-week cycle. I actually am in the last part of it. I'm going to be sending back my training log this Thursday. So probably the day, Thursday or Friday, probably the day this video goes up. But when you come to this, you know, this is kind of the screen. It looks probably almost like any other program you've ever ran. At least to me it does, but a lot of cool things about this program. So as you guys can see, most of it's already filled out. That's why it's all gray like that. But if I go to the 3 days that I haven't lifted yet for this week, I really hope you guys can see all this. It shows, it's red. That means it's things that I need to fill out. So it's asking me, you know, it's asking the weight I perform for the weight exercise. So let's just take my RDLs for... No, I'm sorry. Let's just take my sumo test for this week. So I'm testing a set of 4 tomorrow on sumo deadlifts. So it says the target intensity is RPE 10, which obviously means max out. And then it has a red question mark next to underneath where it says weight. So I put in the weight that I do. So then the program knows kind of the RPE or percentage to put for the next week. And then it asks me what the actual RPE was. So let's say if I undershoot or if I overshoot, I can put that in. Another really cool thing is, every day when you go into the gym and you're warming up and everything, you put in your fatigue level. So if let's say my hips are really tight today, so I'm going to put, actually let me go to my low bar B day, right? So as you guys can hopefully see there, I'm supposed to do 350 for a 3x5 for my low bar day, my secondary low bar day on Thursday. So let's say my hips are really tight from sumo deadlifting the day before, so I put it in that it's actually a 5. So it's going to take in how fatigued I am and it's gonna bump that all the way down to 320 for just a 2x5. So that comes in really handy for days that you're not feeling too good. Like last week, my elbow was on fire, so I hit my squat at a 5. I hit my bench at a 5. It lowered everything for me, so it was a super easy day. I was still able to go in and put in some work, but not, destroy myself. So that's another really cool thing about this program, and that's really just the basics of it. It's literally like having a coach, but instead of me like sitting there like texting a coach or whatever saying this is how my squat's feeling, this is how my deadlift's feeling, I'm only assuming that's how coaching works. I don't actually know because don't know a coach, but this is super nice. This is way better than programs I've ran. I've 100% felt better on this. This whole the biggest thing that I love is the taking into account my fatigue level. All the other programs I ran were just percentage based. I know they make obviously RP based programs, but all the programs I have ran were percentage based. So I would go into the gym no matter how I felt and technically have to hit this weight. Like let's say last week I was supposed to hit 340 for a 3x5 on my low bar day, but my elbow's on fire, so I would have had to try to grind through that if I wanted to really stick to my program. But this, I'm like, okay, I'm not injured per se, but my squat's not feeling too good because I can't even hold the bar. Bumped that up to a 5, it lowers it down, I was able to bang out my sets no problem, and then I moved on for the day. And then it's really just taking into account how you're recovering. So I think that one of the reasons that they do this is, when you send the log back, the system looks at, okay, every sumo day, my deadlifts were at a fatigue level 3 because my back was fried from my low bar day on Monday. So I would take that account. Maybe it'll move things around. Maybe it'll lower the percentage. I have no idea because I don't have my second cycle yet. I'm getting that next week. I'm really hoping it's a deload week because I am shot. But yeah, it's just super cool. And then obviously it has different blocks too. So as you guys can hopefully again see here, my first week was actually transition week, and then I went straight into a 4-week strength block, being 12 weeks out from the Long Island Winter Showdown, which your boy's gonna take gold at. I shouldn't have put that out there. Now I'm holding myself to a high standard, but whatever. It also on a fatigue tabs, it has an injured now option. So let's say I pulled my back again, knock on wood, but let's say I did, I would hit injured now, and then it would program things around that, and then it has rehab weeks and everything like that. So overall, I think this is a great thing to use if you're in a little bit more of a budget, but you still kind of want to take this somewhat seriously and you want to hire a coach. This is definitely a good option. Now I know it's in beta testing right now, so it's only $27 a month, but I believe the price is supposed to go up soon, I think December. But nonetheless, if you guys are in prep for a powerlifting meet, or if you're just interested in running a new program, this is something I would definitely recommend. Like I said, I've ran the Rustwell power building program, I've done Kaizen Training's power building program, and by far this is my favorite, just because it's just so interactive almost, and it just really feels like I'm progressing at my wanted rate. I'm not just running a program to run a program. It's something that's designed for me to target my weak points. Now I can tell you one thing, when you put in a weak point and it says that my weak point's a lower back, it gives me a lot of accessories to target that lower back weakness. So RDLs, reverse hyperextensions, good mornings, things like that I have been doing, and my back has never felt better since my injury. I can tell you guys that much, and I'm feeling super good. Deadlifts are coming back. You guys will see in the next Road to Winter Showdown episode that I'm maxing on deadlifts tomorrow. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm really hoping for possibly 405, depending how the day goes. I haven't pulled into 400 since I hurt myself, so I'm really scared, but I'm also super excited to start pulling some decent weight again. But yeah, I just squatted 370 for a set of 5 2 days ago. I feel great about it. Like I said, my strength progression on this program has been wild, so I can only imagine what I'm going to be able to pull off at this meet if everything goes according to plan. But nonetheless, those are my first impressions. It's a great 10 out of 10 program. I highly recommend it. It's super easy to use. They send you a playlist of YouTube videos. If you have any questions, it answers all of them. Like one of mine was like, how do I view this on my phone? Because all the videos they show are on PC. It even goes into that. It shows you how to open it as a Google Sheets document instead of an Excel document, for anyone who probably might have difficulty with Excel documents like I always seem to have on my phone. I don't know why. And it even has like videos to show you how to warm up for squat, how to warm up for bench, how to warm up for deadlift. I don't personally use them. I haven't actually even watched them. I kind of have developed my own warm-up routine that I like to do before I go into each lift, and it's been working. But it has a ton of information. It's really not that expensive. It's only $27 a month. So if you guys are in the market for something like that, I highly recommend you do it. But I'm going to cap the video here, guys. If you enjoy the video, please like, don't forget to follow your boy on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.